Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Many of us have heard about the great success the American Muslim community have achieved in securing their civil rights. And I always get this question: what is the difference between the Canadian Muslim community and the American Muslim community when it comes to securing their civil rights? In an attempt to answer this question, I want to share with you my experience of my trip to the state of Michigan just last weekend. As I was driving in the city of Dearborn, I stopped at a Tim Hortons and I felt proud to go get a coffee from a Canadian company. However, while I was waiting in line in the drive-thru, I saw a sign that got me thinking of this difference. Let's look at the sign and then we'll comment on it. As you saw, the sign says halal option. What I thought about it, Tim Hortons is a Canadian-born company, and Canada has now almost 2 million Canadian Muslims. However, we don't even have one location that will offer a halal option. Isn't that interesting? Tim Hortons just got into the US recently. In the city of Dearborn, they're already offering halal options. Something for us to think about. Another example, I drove through a city called Hamtramck. Hamtramck, it's a small city with a population of a little over 25,000 people. However, it's a Muslim majority city. Over 50% of the population are Muslim. And guess what? The city council is all Muslims. All the councilors are Muslims, and the mayor is Muslim, elected by the citizens of Hamtramck. What happened last week is the city had a resolution to ban flying any flags on city property other than the American flag. And that resolution was supported by the majority. Let's go back to the city of Dearborn and our third example. Dearborn has a Muslim population of over 40%. The mayor of the city is also Muslim. His name is Abdullah Hussein Hamoud, and he's a very proud Muslim, proud of his religion, proud of his identity. In a famous incident, Muslim parents heard about a book that was given out to their children in schools by the school board, and that book had controversial sexual contents. What did the Muslim parents do? They flooded the school board meeting and actually resulted in shutting down the meeting. They were all at that room shouting out, "Vote them out." So, putting all these three examples together, what is the difference between the American Muslim community and the Canadian Muslim community? I can tell you right now, they know how to fight for their rights. So what is the lesson learned? We need to know how to fight for our rights. And today I'm going to talk about 3 ways for us to fight for our rights. The first way, which is the easy and known way, it's the protest. A lot of us know that protests are good, are powerful. They send a strong message to the public opinion, and it puts a lot of pressure on politicians. However, protests on their own, they're not effective, or they might not be effective if they're not coupled with negotiations, with leadership getting involved, with having clear demands. And also, I want to warn you that protest, if not organized by a known trusted group, it could be misused against our community. It could push the protest into violence or chaos that could really backfire. So protests are good, but by itself is not enough, and we have to be careful. Who do we work with and who do we follow when it comes to protest? The second tool that we have at our disposal to fight back is civic engagement. Yes, we've been saying it for years, but we always have to remind you that civic engagement is the best way to secure our rights. We saw Dearborn, we saw Hamtramck, they have Muslim officials. Well, we need to be engaged at all levels, whether it's municipal, provincial, or federal. We just had a municipal elections last year, and unfortunately, we failed to participate and make sure we have trustees, school board trustees, that we can trust, whether they're Muslims or people of other faith, but people that we can trust, that can support our cause and protect our children. We failed to do so. I also want to remind you about Milton. a city that has a sizable Muslim population, which we believe is over 40%, something like Dearborn. We had a Muslim candidate running for mayor, very qualified, very experienced, and unfortunately, we were not able to elect him. So this is just a reminder that our civic engagement needs to grow stronger at all levels. And the civic engagement also involved having leaders that are able to negotiate with the politicians and with the official. So this is something that we're also working on. Last but not least, legal actions. Yes, we need to work together on legal actions. And we do have great organizations that are taking care of this, such as the NCCM, the National Council of Canadian Muslims. MashaAllah, they've done a great job in the past years. However, there's a big responsibility on us as members of the Muslim community to get together and support legal actions. Why? Because legal actions are very costly. It could cost $200,000 to $300,000 for a single case. However, when we're talking about 2 million people, our community is not small. Is this a big number for us? Absolutely not. When the cause is as important as protecting our children, is this a big number for us? Absolutely not. For a community of our size, our passion and our commitment, we can definitely raise this together in a matter of hours. If we just get 2,000 families committing and paying, donating $200 each, right there, we have covered this case. And I'm pretty sure with the pain that we've been feeling, with the pressure that we saw on our children, $200 to protect them is a very good deal. So I urge you here, my dear brothers and sisters, to get together and support this cause. I had an excellent conversation with the NCCM, and I know that they're working on a case right now, and we need to support them. We need to go to their website. They have a page dedicated for parental rights and fighting Islamophobia in schools. We need to go there and raise the funds. The link is in the description. Please do it today. Please let all your friends and family know about this. We need to get together, pool our resources, and support the NCCM in this great move. We can back them up. We can do this together. But please remember, if we were not able to raise the funds, there's nobody to blame but ourselves. This is our chance. Please move quickly. Please donate $200 for this cause. If you can do more, please do so. If you also cannot do 200, whatever you can afford, but let's move strongly as one body, like our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ urged us to do, and let's fight this fight together. Please share this video with as many people as you can, and please don't forget to like and subscribe so more people will watch this and more people will join our campaign. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you, protect your children, and inshallah soon I'll be announcing that we've reached our goal in a very short time. Barakallahu feekum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.